Okay guys, today quickly, it's an overcast day, but it's a beautiful day on the beach nonetheless, but it's overcast. I still got to use my sunglasses, otherwise I'll squint. But just a quick video on saying Caribbean to our Caribbean women and men, especially women. I see a lot of marriages are failing, and a lot of marriages are failing. I find a lot of women complaining about the man fooling around, the man not being helpful in the house, the man not being responsible. And I'm seeing a lot of adults where they are trying so hard to do all the activities. They're working all day long at a job, and you come home in the evening and you on weekends, and the children are on iPads. Kids are on iPads, or young men are on iPads, so what I'm saying, guys, please, let's help our children by helping them be responsible. You look in the work environment now, and I hate to say it, and a lot of people might want to lambast me like that, but I'm like very much like my cousin Ralston England, who said years ago, a lot of Caymanians are unemployable, and they hung him out to dry for that comment. But it's the truth, guys. Now, whether you're a native Caymanian or you're a paper Caymanian, a lot of people that live here and a lot of marriages have failed because of laziness, not being productive, not being proactive, not people engaging themselves after work. Because when you're at work, you're engaged in what's work. But the weekends, they don't spend no time to go to church to help them develop be a better person. Weekends is drinking, it's the bars, chasing women. And then a lot of that happens, guys, from a young age. Boys, I see it so much, guys, where we're allowing people to come in our homes and do all the work for our children, right? And so let me say it again. I hear the complaint a lot from employers across the board talking about the laziness, unproductivity. And again, it's not about whether you're native Caymanian or paper Caymanian. I hear it from employers, right? So all I'm saying is, as a people that Caymanian, especially our women, I see men too. They're not giving our boys and our girls, but especially our boys, enough responsibilities in the home from a young age. There's so many people, I hear people working themselves to death. And on the weekend, they're washing, they're mopping, they're brushing, they're doing the floor, they're ironing for the child. I'm like, how are you teaching this child to be responsible? From the time a child's 7 years old, pretty much they can hold a broom in their hand. They should be taught responsibilities, guys. I'm sorry. I see it, and it spirals right straight into marriages, where so many marriages are failing, and a lot of it is because they said a lot of women too are irresponsible, lazy. But I see it more often. Not just me. Again, if you're an employer, maybe if you're an employee, you don't see it, but as an employer, you see it a lot. I've heard people say, "Oh, I'm sick and tired of hiring mama boys." Why? Because they say they give them work, and yes, they know they come to work, and yes, they've given them certain responsibilities. But if they ever ask them for 5 minutes outside they're whining and they're complaining that, slave driving, and you work me to death, because they're not taught from young. We, and a lot of us Caribbean women, are to blame for it. We're not teaching our boys to be our children, period. But especially our boys. We somehow still have this in our head that a woman should cook, clean, mop, brush, iron, go to work all day long, come home, do homework, all of this in the house, right? And the woman is overloaded. But the children, the little boys from 7 and younger, and again, from 7 years old, you can start teaching before that, but especially from then. The child can eat, the child knows how to go get their cereal. They start teaching them how to do their laundry, how to iron their shirt, how to iron their pants. We really need to stop babysitting. Honestly, we really honestly need to stop babysitting our boys. We really need to stop, guys, because we're not producing good men. We're really not producing good boys, who then become good boyfriends, who then become good husbands. You have men that are engaging in relationships, and they think this girl must give them sex, right? They have this title of ownership of where they need to own the woman, and you know what I mean? This entitlement is probably better word I'm trying to say. So I'm just saying, as a society, women, we have got to start like yesterday, teaching our boys, giving them more responsibilities in the house, to teach them to be good men. But you can't produce a good man if you don't start from a young age. You cannot build a good man by not building a little boy from So, and I know a lot of parents, I see it, I hear it, I get from the employers mostly. You cannot be, I think a lot of what happens to a lot of people are tired, they're working, and they don't feel like putting up with the fuss to argue with the child, the boy, about about responsibilities, about helping. They're worn out. So what you do is just don't have no load of argument. There's different ways to tell a child that, listen, I told you once, twice, 3 times. You don't do it, then take away, like you can't get a phone, you can't get an iPad, you can't, different things that you know they like, take it away then. So because, guys, we are honestly raising a bunch of young men, a spirit of entitlement, and you go in the work environment and it's hard to find good employees. Why? Too much, they've been babysat too much at home. They haven't been given responsibilities from a young child. And again, you hear them bored. You find them there living on their phones. They're living on their computers because they have no responsibilities in the home. And again, I know a lot of parents have asked their children, and it's a fuss and it's an argument and they don't want to do it. And so it wears out the parent. There's another way to cut to that. There's another way to cut to that. You say it 1, 2, 3 times, and then after that, that's no more. You take away stuff that they like. Or you say, hey, you want to eat? Okay, you don't want to help cook this weekend? Guess what? I can cook, and I cook for myself. You want food? You're going to have to get up and make it. So let's teach our children, guys, especially our boys. But yes, girls too. I get it. We'll make that another video. But especially today, we're talking about boys. Help, because when you have good boys, you have good boyfriends, you have good husbands. And when those men are good men, then they can raise better girls too. They can help teach, when they start having girl children, they can teach those little girls how to be productive too, how to be responsible, how to help in the home, how to not throw themselves around the neighborhood, how to not be promiscuous, how to love themselves, how to not think that, oh, they gotta be a baby mother or otherwise they're not gonna get anybody. So when you teach boys to be good men, then those men become good fathers. Those men become good men to their girl children when they start having kids. All right, guys, so this is my little pet peeve for today, my little rant. I hope it's been useful. I know it's been useful because I know many of you guys after that say, oh, that was a good video and I need to start doing that. So got it. Take care, guys. Have a good weekend. Bye.